Welcome back, ladies and gentle sippers, to another weekly guild stats video for SimpleMMO. This week we'll be covering 24 through 31 March, the very last week of March, before we move on to the April month. What do you know? We got a little surprise here and there for what's about to occur on these leaderboards, so stick with us till the end. You're going to enjoy it. And as always, if you're enjoying it, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to keep coming back for more. All right, enough said. Let's hop into the details, all right? Newly active guilds. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 newly active guilds. Of note, none of them have more than 10 members, and now that could be because they were created the same day that I did the pools, and so they're still growing, and maybe we have to check in on them again. But there's some that I do want to point out here. Shadow Wizard Money Gang up at the top is not led by the player Shadow Wizard Money Gang. This has happened before. Someone else built their guild off of that player's name, and it's happening again. Because Shadow Wizard Money Gang, the player, runs Shadow Wizard Money Government or Shadow Wizard something government. I can never remember the guild name, but in this guild, Shadow Wizard Money Gang, the guild, their description, it says not affiliated with Shadow Wizard Money Gang and as the player and the government guild that they run. So it's very confusing. Don't understand why they decided to do that again, but whatever. It is what it is. Then you also have another Shadows guild led by Shadow 32A20. A lot of shadows going on in the past few weeks. Pretty interesting names though. Endless Dystopia, Play for Fun, Real Man Solo Guild. I assume this is going to be a solo guild. Spore with the X's, so it reminds you of the back in the Xbox Call of Duty with those gamer tags. But yeah, nothing too crazy for this week for the newly active guilds. Though it is 10 newly active guilds, it's just a very small amount of movement from said guilds. So let's talk about the deleted guilds now. Now, just a small group of them, right? 3, but Silk Road had 42 players. At least the guild leader moved on to Clan. Then you have that middle one, which might be German. I'm not sure what language that is. Their guild leader moved on to Church of Cheeseology, which we talked about last week, I believe it was. And then Banana Adepts is no longer a thing. And that player went off to Cilium, which is doing a really good job right now. So shout out to Cilium. Excellent guild, and they're grinding it out. So good job to them. Very new guild, and they've been grinding out hard. In fact, they've actually dropped. They joined our Discord and showed off their hard work. So awesome job by them. And that's the guild details for the week. Let's start hopping into the actual stats across the board for the guilds. Now we have 800 guilds with activity. That means since the April 2021 update, they've been some type of activity for these guilds. So they've earned some type of EXP. Now, for the week, 84 weekly active guilds, which is interesting. I assumed it was going to hit into the 90s and close to 100 guilds based off of previous performance because of the Easter event. However, that's not the case. Though, I will say, the player count on the server on the homepage has been constantly above normal in the beginning of reset for each day. So don't know if guilds are just consolidating or what's going on, or players aren't in guilds. I don't know, but it is an interesting number. I don't think the game's dying. Let's not all freak out, right? But it is interesting to track. Now, of the 800, 439 of those guilds are PvE only guilds, and 361 are PvP enabled guilds. So let's move to the top 10 leaderboards now. That's what we're all here for, right? Top 10 PvP guilds. What do you see here? Not Babel at the top. No. That's TSL, the Scarlet Legion, the Stinky Legion. They're on top with 14.8 mil. No one comes close to them. Rain Factory, 9.6 in second place. Still Friendly 2 in third place. And Babel all the way in fourth place. And you're probably wondering, what the hell happened? What's going on? Why did Babel drop so much? Well, we actually covered it in our live stream last week, and now there's a video out on our YouTube where you're at, obviously. But check it out. We talk about all the sanctions that occurred based off of the toxic behavior that were occurring within and being fostered within the guild of the Babel Guild. So if you're interested in the details, go ahead, check out those videos. But it's clearly hit them hard because players have either quit or they've been sanctioned, and so they're not gaining as much EXP. So this is probably going to become a common occurrence where Babel's no longer on the top. At least for now. Who knows what will happen. Though, to be fair, there are rumors that Alucard's going to delete the guild, so maybe they don't even show up in the top 10 at all. Who's to say? We'll find out as time goes on, obviously. Now, Murder the Universe came in 5th. The Forced, Friendly, Wolfblood, Prostor, finally, Golden Arrows, taking up that gatekeeping position at the 10th place, blocking everyone else out of the top 10 PvP guilds for the week of 24 through 31 March. Now, we talk about PvP, so let's cover PvE. And, of course, Dead Poet Society is number 1 with 5.3 mil. Shadow Garden working hard, 4.4 mil in the second place position. The Titans moving into third place. Zenith Kitties in 4th, Wolf 5th. Then you have Blackwater, Dawnbreakers, which is a guild that you don't hear much on the top 10. Indonesia staying in the top 10. Church of Cheeseology. And then the Peaceful Crusade holding on to that 10th place position, gatekeeping everyone else out from the top 10 leaderboard for PvE. So excellent job by these guilds. Nothing too crazy. Dawnbreakers is an interesting one, so congrats to them for grinding. But that is the dashboard for 24 through 31 March 2024. Now, like I said earlier, if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and leave a like down below. We really appreciate all the support that you give us. If you keep coming back for more for the weekly guild stats or our live streams, any new reporting about the news within the SimpleMMO community or any of the other lightweight MMOs that we cover, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and have that notification running so that you can know when we produce more content. And as always, leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think about this whole ordeal. Tell us, do you think TSL will stay on top this whole time? Or do you think there will be a newcomer? Or maybe Rain Factory takes over that first place position? Let me know what you think on the shakeup of the top 10 PvP side of the house. But that'll be it for this week. So without further ado, till next time.